Lesson 46, Learning How to Hold the Bow. We're finally getting close to holding the bow. Next lesson, we're going to learn how to move the bow, and then we're finally going to play and make music with the bow. So holding the bow can be pretty tricky because it's a very just odd shape, and we never really do this particular hold or any motions outside of violin. So because it's a new motion, it's going to feel very awkward. But I would like to remind you of the following. When we're born and we're little babies, we pretty much are a clean slate and there's nothing that we know how to do. So things like crawling, things like walking, things like holding basic objects took a lot of practice. So don't be discouraged if you keep struggling with holding the violin a proper way, pressing your fingers, maybe not squeezing with the wrist, getting fingers in the right place, holding the bow, moving the bow, making a good sound. Just remember that it took over millions of steps for you as a child to learn and be comfortable with walking. And now we don't really think about walking at all, but if you do some basic math that if the average human takes about 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, you multiply that by 365, we get over, I believe, 2.5 million steps per day. So from the time that we're born in the first year of our life, and we start walking by about age 1 or 2 for most people, by the end of that first year, we've taken over millions of steps. So it took us that much practice to get good at walking to the point where we don't think about it now. Right? Nobody thinks about lift right foot, move forward. We just walk. So violin is no different. And with enough practice and enough repetition, it will become second nature and easy. So if you do feel frustrated or discouraged, keep that in mind, that everything that we know how to do and everything that we as humans now take and as adults for granted, or as young learners, everything took practice and everything took time. So be patient, be kind to yourself, and know that it's going to take some practice. As long as you keep thinking, you keep checking your positions, you keep looking at what you're doing, this will all make sense. All right, without further ado, so remember this is a video, so everything is backwards. Your left hand is here, my left hand is here. I'm going to show you the proper way, and then actually I'll flip it around so you can match the video exactly, but I'm going to do it the proper way. I'm going to stand nice and tall. Again, relax my shoulders. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to wave my left hand, and I'm going to hold the stick kind of like by the middle. Hold the bow by the stick, right? And again, I'm not touching the bow here. Now, this is very important. I'm going to wave my right hand, and I'm going to make a circle with my thumb and my middle finger of my right hand. Now, very important, my shoulder is going to be down, but my elbow is going to be up. So your pinky needs to be up. We're making a circle. We're holding a bow. Now, we're going to slide until we get to the silver. Right? So that ferrule on the frog, again, the steps are very important. Hold the bow by the stick in the left hand. You'll notice how my left hand also, my elbow's up. I'm going to wave my right hand, make a circle with thumb and middle. I'm going to raise my elbow, make sure I do a shoulder check. My shoulder is relaxed. I'm going to slide, making sure my pinky's up, my elbow's up. Slide my thumb and middle to the silver, and I'm going to put my pointer over the bow. I'm going to put my ring finger over the dot or the eyelet. I'm going to put it over the frog next to the silver. And this is important. My pinky is going to go on top of the stick nice and round. Right? So this is your bow. And it's going to feel really weird at first. So I'd highly recommend to reset it, relax your hands, move around. Again, raise your left hand, elbow, hold the bow by the stick. Raise your right elbow, make a circle with thumb and middle fingers. Make sure your pinky's up, slide into the silver. Put your fingers over the bow, over the frog, pinky on top. Do a gentle squeeze. So feel the bow, a strong grip, gentle squeeze, so strong fingers, but relaxed shoulder. And that's how you hold the bow. A couple of exercises you can do. You could do what are called windshield wipers. I'm going to do flips. Alrighty. And then a more advanced exercise you can do is called a spider climb, where you actually have to transition to a professional bow hold, which we'll get to in book 2. And then you're going to slide to the tip, and then you're going to slide back. This is a very difficult, tricky exercise that clearly I haven't done in a very long time. So, all right, we're going to review how to make the bow one more time. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to relax, loosen up our shoulders, engage our core, arch our back, shoulders down and back. Raise our elbows, hold the bow by the stick, raise the right elbow, make a circle with thumb and middle fingers of the right hand, slide into the silver, pointer, ring over the bow as far as we can and pinky on top. Right? So if I look on my bow, I can actually, my middle finger and thumb are almost making a circle. Now, as promised, I'm going to reverse my hands so that you can match with the video. So now my left hand will hold the bow. Now I'll never play the violin like this properly, whether you're lefty or righty. Everybody holds the violin on their left shoulder and the bow in the right hand. But this will allow you to match the video. So wave your left hand, hold the bow with your left hand. Wave your right hand, raise your elbow, make a circle with thumb and middle. Make sure your pinky is up. You're going to slide the bow until the silver. You're going to put your pointer, you're going to hook the bow, ring finger over the frog, pretty low on the frog, next to the ring finger, pinky on top. You're going to do just a gentle squeeze. You're going to do shoulder check. So make sure your fingers are strong, but your hand is nice and loose while the elbow is up, and then you can do some flips. And that's how you hold the bow. Remember to practice power of 10. Do this at least 10 times. Make sure you loosen up in between each repetition. And next lesson, we get to learn about the bow motion. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.